Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to go over some cryptocurrency. We're going to take a look at some price action on some of the main cryptos that we hold and that are out there. We're going to start off with Bitcoin. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about support resistance levels and things of that nature and what my plans are moving forward. So, just to reiterate, guys, not a financial advisor. Make sure you do your own research. As you see, Bitcoin here, I just started rolling. As you know, as soon as Trump got elected, it started pushing up really high, busted past 90,000, got all the way to about 93, I guess, and some change, and then kept hitting its head, and kind of figured we were going to have a dump somewhere around that level, just because that's typically what happens on any type of stock. I mean, you keep hitting, and it didn't bust through. Eventually, it comes down because people start taking profits at that point. We're at a kind of a sort of a crucial level in regards to 90,000. We'll take a look at, let's see here, let's go past the 1 month. Alright, so as you see here, we got all the way to 90. Let's see if I can get there. I think you hit about 93, but we're kind of consolidating right now. Alright, so this is just past the 1 month, and if we stay just sideways for a little while, can you imagine, let's say we just stay sideways at around 90,000 for like another month and just consolidate it. It's going to blow the top off of 100,000 in my opinion, but we want to keep an eye on this level right here, 90,000 in particular, and if we can kind of hold around there. Alright, this thing is very volatile, so I mean, if it busts below 90,000, let's say it gets to 89 or whatever, or even 85, then still not probably a big deal. I would say even if it goes all the way down to 80,000, not really a big deal, because it could rebound and come right back up to 90 and you're kind of right back where it is. I do expect it to go a little bit lower from where it's at right here before we move to 100,000. And I mean, it's just kind of nature of the beast, right? It's going to go up, it's going to go down. Nothing just goes straight up, right? And whenever it does go straight up, like right here, basically from 68,000. Okay, this is on the 3rd of November, and then within not even a full 2-week period, it went from 68,000 to 90 plus thousand, which is pretty wild. So expect some type of pullback, but just kind of keep an eye on where it lands. And what it looks like here is you see two really large candles, confirmation candles, honestly. So we could see some more move to the upside, but again, it's not going to just go straight up. Eventually, you'll see some people kind of taking profits, and it'll settle somewhere, and then it'll come back and do its thing. Taking a look at Ethereum is going to be pretty much the same pattern, in a sense of you're going to see a large spike to the upside, and then you're going to see it come down, and now it's kind of consolidating and kind of holding at around the $3,000 level. And that's, in my opinion, kind of where I see it kind of settling. And I'm really excited about Ethereum next, because I think that's going to be the next big move. This is setting up for a nice move, a really nice move, especially if we come down a little bit further down, like around the $2,800 level. I think that we're going to see a really large move to the upside on Ethereum. A lot of people's price target on it is around the $10,000 level, $9,000 to $10,000 level. So that will be, I mean, think that's a 3x from where we are now. Solana, a very massive move as well. We were at all the way back here, we were under $100 at one point, then we kept kind of flirting with 150, 130, going back and forth, busted through 200. Now we're at 242, and I think 200, about 200 might be your major support of what you want to watch if you're in this one, or if you're looking to get in, maybe about 200 bucks if it gets that low again. This one, people are talking about it going to 1,000 is what a price point they're looking at there. Dogecoin, take a look at Doge, and as you see, man, such a massive move on Dogecoin here, and we got all the way to about 40 cents. I was crazy. I sold one of my positions like right here at 27 cents, and it just kept moving. But I was okay with it because I didn't know if it was going to keep moving. I saw a very massive run from 11 cents to 27, and I was like, I'm getting out, taking my profits. But then it kept moving. So I'm still in one of my positions, but the other one I went ahead and took profits on. And I'm going to look to enter in fairly soon. I was kind of hoping it got down to about 30 cents. I don't know if it's going to get down there again. But if it gets anywhere to 30 cents or so, that's where I'll come back in and start that position again in my other thing here. Price target on this, I'm really not sure. I've heard, several different price targets on this one. One thing to keep in mind again, when something goes straight up like this, guys, there's always some type of pullback that comes with it. Okay, nothing just goes straight up forever. It's going to pull back a little bit. That's why I keep thinking like around 30 cents is going to be where I see it settling. So I'm just trying to be patient on this one. If it gets to 30, I'll get back in and just ride it up maybe like to 60, 70. Everybody keeps saying it's going to go at least to where it was when it hit that all-time high, like 74, 75 cents. And I'll probably try to hold profits and lock in some profits when it gets around there at some point. All right, Cardano went straight up from GC here. We were down about 33 cents. That's actually, it's kind of crazy. I maybe should take some profits on some of this now. However, I see it going higher as well. Really, I see everything kind of going higher, which is why I'm trying to be patient. But Cardano average price for me is right at about 32, 33 cents. And as you see here, we're up to 73, almost 74 cents right now. And really, really big candles on it. The all-time high on it is about $3. Okay. And, if the crypto market and all these coins do what people say, they're saying, oh, they're going to go and at least retest their all-time high. So that's a fairly significant gain on Cardano if that does happen to take place. Again, I'd watch, the price action on these. Although this is still pretty cheap at 73 cents, I still think it's going to pull back a little bit. I don't know what it's going to pull back to. That's the only thing. Not really familiar with this one as much. I haven't been in it for very long. I bought in again right here. Or actually back somewhere over here in August, September, I started buying, and I've just been holding, and that's what I'm going to continue to do on it. And then, of course, Shiba Inu. So, and this one here we've been accumulating for the past several years actually now, and a fairly large part of my portfolio in crypto, and we're excited for this one obviously to get back to where this was back in March, okay, in which I think easily we get back to that level sooner rather than later on Shiba Inu, and I think we form quite the cup and handle pattern there, and I think hopefully we springboard and just start rolling. So if we can get past really this level right here, if we can bust past the 4-6 level, then we're going to really roll, and I think that we get up there and we retest those all-time highs of 4089, and if we get past that level, holy cow, we're really going to roll and do pretty well. So I kind of have to wait and see. People are saying that this, is kind of just the beginning, and it's not going to fizzle out too soon. But you got to have a plan in place of when to take profits. What level you're going to take profits. Are you taking them out all at once? Or are you taking them out, here and there, like a certain percentage and all this type of stuff? Plan for me overall has been just to kind of hold and wait until after Trump gets back in office, maybe like sometime in March or April of next year, start cashing out on some of these things, because eventually some of the tops are going to start blowing off, and things are going to kind of start settling, and that's just kind of part of the cycle. It could happen sooner, I don't know, or it could go further into the year 2025. I'm really not sure. We'll just kind of have to wait and see. As far as Bitcoin and Ethereum, I do have some of the ETF on both of those. Probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to either take all or some of the Bitcoin ETF, and I'm going to roll it into Ethereum because I think that's going to be the next really massive move. Probably around when Bitcoin gets closer to 100,000, I'll go ahead and take at least the money that I spent to get into the Bitcoin ETF. I'll take out and maybe roll into Ethereum, let that thing roll up, and see if I can make some more money off of it. Either that, or I'll take another portion of the Roth IRA and roll some into Ethereum and maybe just hang on to Bitcoin, because if it's going to go as high as what people say, then the pullbacks really don't matter at this point. I'm just going to make more in the longer term. So anyway, you just need to have a plan in place, because a lot of these things that are shooting up, like some of these cheaper coins that are just that are going to shoot up and really go ballistic, they're not going to stay there, and they're probably not going to stay there for that long. So when you lock in some life-changing amounts of money that you have, make sure that you take profits, because until you take profits and you actually hit the sell button, none of it's real. It's just all fake, which is what all this is. It's just kind of crazy. So anyway, let me know your comments below. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.